There have been so many women within our history that have done amazing things for our country as well as for the state of Michigan. And there is an organization here, I think a lot of people don't realize that they exist right here in our backyard, and they are working to not only document all the amazing things and contributions that women have made to the state of Michigan, but also to help women move forward and to continue to support them in their endeavors. We are going to be joined right now with Meaghan Berman. She's the program manager for Michigan Women Forward. Thank you so much for being with us. It's great to have you with us on the Oakland County Megacast.
Thanks for having me.
For those not familiar with your organization, give us an update as to all that you do.
Yeah, so Michigan Women Forward is a community development organization whose mission is to expand economic opportunity, empower the next generation of women leaders, and celebrate and honor the accomplishments of Michigan women. So we have four pillars, and each pillar has its own way of addressing the needs of Michigan women.
How did this organization even get started?
Yeah, so Michigan Women Forward has been around for over 30 years. And it started as a foundation. We used to be Michigan Women's Foundation that, really encouraged philanthropy. And we've moved forward, if you will. And so now we have, like I said, four different pillars, an entrepreneurship pillar, a women's history pillar with Michigan Women's Historical Center and Hall of Fame, our UGoGirls pillar, which runs camps and other programs that empower our next generation of women leaders. And we have a Behind Every Woman pillar, which provides resources and funding for social justice issues, like the Rape Kit Initiative we did a few years back.
So many different areas to focus on because the need is so great, and yet we're in the middle of a pandemic. So many organizations have been directly impacted. How is your organization doing, and how are you able to get donations and get out and spread the word about your organization during this time?
Yeah, that's a great question. And we have pivoted. Every other organization and nonprofits especially. One thing we're really proud of is our partnerships with our donors. We've had long-standing partnerships, and they continue to support us through thick and thin. And without them, we would not be here. Like DTE supported us with the Hall of Fame event this year, the 37th annual Michigan Women's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. We partnered with MEDC to provide this Michigan Women's Entrepreneurship Resilience Fund through the pandemic to make sure that Michigan women and minority-owned businesses have the resources and funding to stay open. And just, there's so many other examples of the way donors and partners have helped us as an organization stay alive, but also have helped Michigan women and minority-owned businesses stay alive. And we are so grateful.
Yeah, right now, too, in the middle of this crisis, so many businesses are struggling. So, how are some of these women doing that have been trying to start up or operate a small business during the middle of this time?
Yeah, so through our Resilience Fund, we gave out 154 grants, equaling almost $700,000. And we gave out 44 loans, over $350,000 in loans. And it was a month long process. We started this in back in April, and women-owned businesses and minority-owned businesses could apply for these grants and loans, as long as they determined, or they showed that they were going to put this funding towards pivoting during this the pandemic. And yeah, and these organizations, these businesses rather, have been able to use this money to get the PPE, or put up glass walls, just to keep their businesses open through this, and to pay their employees, keep everybody on. So we're really proud of this project.
Meaghan Berman with us. She is the program manager with the Michigan Women Forward, joining us today on the Oakland County MegaCast. And Meaghan, as you continue to support women in a variety of different capacities in our society today, how important with your leadership programs is it to foster a similar mindset and a similar determination in the next generation of women coming up, who are not only going to be the leaders in our society for years to come, but are witnessing this surge in empowerment of women in our society, and due recognition finally for women in our society that are doing amazing things in all different sectors? How important is fostering leadership in that next generation at this time, given what we have going on in our world?
Well, in my opinion, it's the most important thing we should be doing right now. We could be doing right now. And the thing is these young women, these, middle school, high school girls, they are craving programs like this. It's them that are asking for these leadership and empowerment opportunities. And, this summer, typically our programs are in-person camps hosted at different universities across the state. However, this year we pivoted and went virtual. And it was amazing. We had over 50 girls in our virtual visionaries program, which was a 4-week program. And we had over 40 girls in our STEAM, our virtual STEAM program, which we partnered with Motor City STEAM in Detroit to facilitate that. And, I'm actually planning a virtual visionaries reunion for the end of November, because the girls are just so eager to continue this network, to continue learning and about leadership and empowering themselves and each other. And it's, they are motivated. It is them. It's, we are just here providing the resources and providing the space. But it's them that are, asking for these resources and these spaces to exist. So,
how old are the girls? And if I'm a parent and I'm listening to this for the first time, can they get their child involved as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So our virtual STEAM program, and in the past our in-person STEAM or STEM program, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, are for middle schoolers. So if they are entering 6th through 8th grade in the fall. Our virtual visionaries program, which was our girls on campus program, is for high school girls, so 9th through 12th graders. And if you are interested in applying for next summer's programs, you can go to our website, miwf.org, and learn more about those programs and get in contact with me and apply.
What are some of the changes you've seen of some of the girls that have gone through the program?
Oh, wow. Well, for example, 2 of the girls that I worked with in Virtual Visionaries, one is a sophomore and one is a junior. They just started their own club at their school that was prompted by what they learned in Virtual Visionaries. And I am helping them kind of get that club off the ground. We just had a meeting last week to talk about how they were going to market this club and how they were going to get local businesses involved, how they were going to find women mentors to get involved in this club. I mean, it was one of those moments where you realize, yes, this is exactly why I do what I do. And we really encourage, higher education. We encourage financial literacy. And you see these things as we keep in touch with these girls over the years. You see how the tools and the things they're learning in these programs extend out into the rest of their lives. So it's just exciting.
Oh, it's great as they're learning these lessons at a young age and then they can carry them with them for years to come. So that is so great what you're doing. Can we talk a little bit about the Michigan Women's Historical Center and the Hall of Fame? I think a lot of people don't even know that this exists.
Yeah. No, I know. So, and which is such a shame because the Michigan Women's Historical Center and Hall of Fame, it was created in 1983. And it was created by the Michigan Women's Studies Association at Michigan State University. It was the first of its kind in the nation. So it was the first first Women's Hall of Fame and Historical Center, state-based in the nation. There are several other states who now have their own Women's Hall of Fame and historical centers. But we were the first. And we've been around for 37 years. And in 2018, Michigan Women Forward, they assumed responsibility for the Hall of Fame and Historical Center. We moved the actual physical museum back downtown Lansing. So we are a block in front of the Capitol in Lansing now. We've got a really cool suffrage exhibit to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the ratification of the 19th Amendment. We've got a Civil and Voting Rights Act exhibit, which I think is extremely, relevant, especially this year. And we have the Digital Hall of Fame exhibit, so you can see and learn about all 333 Michigan women who have been inducted to the Hall of Fame.
And is the museum open for visitors right now?
So it is, but by appointment only. And again, you can go to our website, miwf.org, and you can schedule a tour with me. And we are only allowing 7 or less people for tours at this time because it is kind of a smaller space. Masks are required, of course. And I would love to give anybody a tour who's willing to come on up to Lansing.
It's so great that this even exists here in our backyard. Meaghan Berman with us. She's the program manager, Michigan Women Forward. Meaghan, before we let you go, anything we didn't touch on that you maybe want to share with our listeners and viewers?
I do want to, help people understand that Michigan Women Forward has so many different avenues of getting involved and being able to support Michigan women. So go to our website, miwf.org. If you are a small business looking for financial support, we have a microloan fund program and we would be happy to talk with you. If you are a mother or a father and you want to get your daughters involved in a leadership and empowerment program with girls all around the state, come and seek us out. We would love to meet your kids. And if you are a history buff and would love to learn about the impacts of Michigan women in our state, then come on down to the museum in Lansing.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be with us here on the Oakland County Megacast. Great speaking with you, and we learned so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.